Good morning, I'm Brittany Covich with the Sierra Nevada Conservancy, and I'm here with our Executive Officer, Jim Branham, and we are here to talk about an event that we have coming up on March 7th. It will be our 4th annual Watershed Improvement Program Summit, and we just want to talk a little bit about what the topic will be and kind of why we chose that particular topic. So Jim, tell us a little more.
Thank you, Brittany. So you're going to want to tune in, mark that day on your calendar, because if you're like me, you probably get up every morning and think to yourself, why have our Sierra Nevada forests become villains in our effort to combat climate change, instead of the heroes that we know they can be and should be? And even if you don't get up every morning and think about that, I think you're going to find the day an interesting afternoon of discussion. The Watershed Improvement Program was launched 3 years ago in partnership with the U.S. Forest Service and a number of other partners, with the primary goal of increasing the restoration efforts, increasing the pace and scale of restoration in our Sierra Nevada forest. We've made some progress, and we'll talk about that at the summit on March 7th. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the things that we see as positive progress and accomplishments. We'll be hearing from Ellie Alano, who is the forest supervisor on the Tahoe National Forest, who have really taken the Watershed Improvement Program approach to heart. They're implementing it on their forest, and Ellie's going to talk a little bit about what that means to the Forest Service and how it's allowed them to think a little bit differently about how to get to where they want to be with their forest. We're also going to hear from Stephen Estoya, who is the director of the USDA Climate Hub here in California. Stephen's going to talk about the science, kind of what do we know, what are we learning, newer science on climate change, on forest and carbon, forest and greenhouse gas emissions. I think some interesting discussion about kind of where we are and where we're headed. Might be a little sobering because there's a lot of reason to be concerned about the direction we're headed, but we'll quickly juxtaposition into what we can do about it and how we can once again make our forests those superheroes that they deserve to be. And part of that will be hearing from Ashley Conrad-Seda, who is a Deputy Secretary at the California Environmental Protection Agency. She'll talk about how the Watershed Improvement Program is a part of California's climate program, how the implementation of this program helps move the AB 32 scoping plan agenda forward. It's a part of the Forest Carbon Plan. So we'll hear from one of the key state policy folks in this area about how the WIP, as we call it, fits into this. We'll also hear from Chief Ken Pimlott from CAL FIRE. Chief Pimlott will talk about kind of the new normal in California, this fire season that we had last year, and we unfortunately think may become, as I say, the new norm. And he'll talk also about how the Watershed Improvement Program is so critical for us to begin to change some of those trend lines, have them head in the other direction. We'll have a lot of, I think, good conversation and discussion with the folks in attendance. Our own Sierra Nevada Conservancy Governing Board will be interacting with those that I just mentioned and others to really talk about where do we go from here. And again, we think the Watershed Improvement Program kind of lays the foundation for how we can move our forest back on the path to being positive contributors, to being those heroes in the climate battle. We've also got a potentially surprise guest, an invitation to someone who has been talking about these issues recently. We're going to save that for the moment. I'll just give you a hint. His initials are JB. It's not me. I'm already going to be there. But keep an eye out. We'll be coming back and talking some more about that. And if we get the other JB, it will be a pretty exciting day to add to what I think is going to be a very informative one. So with that, you want to tell them what they're supposed to do from here?
Sure, yeah. So if you're just joining us, Jim and I were giving a short summary of the Sierra Nevada Watershed Improvement Program Summit, which is coming up on Thursday, March 7th in West Sacramento.
You could do it again for those that just joined us.
Sure.
Maybe not. Join us earlier next time if you want to get the full scoop. Or join us next week.
Right, yes. So we'll talk a little bit more about what to expect at the summit next week. So join us again live next week. But in case you did just join, the focus of this year's summit is going to be on the role that Sierra Nevada forests play in helping California meet our greenhouse gas reduction goals. So with that, there are a few seats left if you want to attend the summit in person. You should RSVP soon because those seats are filling up very fast.
They're hot tickets.
Yes, they are. You can go to restorethesierra.org if you'd like to RSVP. We will also be broadcasting the summit live. You can watch that on the day of by going to restorethesierra.org as well. So if you're interested in the summit, if you're interested in the topic, if you're interested in sharing more information about the Watershed Improvement Program, share this video. Definitely follow us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. We will be tweeting and posting and sharing information throughout the next couple of weeks and live on the day of the summit. And I think if there's anything else you'd like to share, Jim?
Don't miss it.
Yeah.
You're going to want to be a part of it.
Definitely. And join us next week. We'll do another promo and give a little bit more information about the summit coming up on March 7th in West Sacramento. Thanks
for watching.